Hey, it's Cal. I love TV and most importantly, I love Severance. That's why I got myself this job in the office today, so I hope it goes well. I just finished putting all my numbers into the box, so I've got some free time, so let's talk about why Severance is the best show on TV. Number one, because the evil doctor guy repped dash buttons on his face. I thought they'd gone out of fashion, but he's brought them back. It just reminds me of that old iDubbbz clip where he puts them all in a blender.
Wow, guys, you have to check this out. We have Doritos dash button order placed, Bounty, your Fiji water dash button is currently unavailable.
So all jokes aside, Season 2's ending just put it into legend status. Now why was Season 2 so good? I've got 5 talking points. Talking point 1, we finally found out what the numbers mean. So when I first seen this in Season 1, I thought Mark was going to be controlling some kind of drones and killing people in some country. And I'm glad that they didn't go down that route because the reality was way better. Creating different gemmers and creating more like consumer products for the future of the company. It's kind of like another mystery in a mystery again, which makes the show so great. Talking point 2, we finally know what they needed Gemma for. She was consumer testing for future Lumon products. I love this idea because the show's centered around work life and obviously being able to skip through all of that and all of the stress in life. So now with them being able to make it into a consumer product, now we could skip dental appointments, we could skip childbirth, and we could skip grief. This is so well written and I like thinking about this because who wouldn't want to skip these horrible parts of life? But the reality is we're making somebody else go through all of these pains that we should be going through, and it makes their just reality pain. Talking point 3, we got Mark talking to Mark. This was fantastically done because it makes you think like, oh, that's 2 people sharing the same body and you're trying to like wrap your head around all of that. So this is how I can break it down the best way, and the way that my brain broke it down is you are you, but you're sharing your body with another you, but you wants to be you. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what makes this show so great. Also, what the hell is Harmony and Mark's connection in this whole scene? I'm starting to think Egan and Harmony had a love child and it could be Mark, but then the ramifications of that is kind of crazy because then that would make Helly and Mark brother and sister, and as you know, they shared some moments, let's say. But maybe that's what Lumon wants. At the end of the day, cults love a bit of incest, let's be honest. Talking point 4, we got to see Gwendolyn Christie do what she does best. We haven't seen her like this ever since Game of Thrones. We did see her in the Star Wars movies. She was like that chrome trooper, but she never really did anything, did she? She kind of just walked around and then got tricked by the main cast a few times. But it was great to see her like this and to take down that big bad looking guy. I know he kind of looks a bit like me, like he'd be my dad, my brother or whatever, but it was great to see him go down because that guy, there was something behind those eyes. Obviously Mark was the one that finished him off. And thank God they didn't kill little Emil. That goat was just too cute. I really thought we were going to see a dead goat, so I'm glad we didn't. Talking point 5, the band that performed when Mark finally completed Cold Harbor. I thought this scene was great because everyone was having a great time. Even Milchick, oh my god, Milchick is like one of the best actors in this show. Probably the best. The way he can just change a whole scene just with like his emotion. And also, it really makes you root for Milchick, even though he's meant to be like the antagonist of the story. But let's give props to the actor Trammell Tillman. His portrayal of Milchick was just perfect, and there's nobody that could do that role better. I think the best way to explain him is he's like the physical embodiment of Stockholm Syndrome. He's like always like pulling you in and then putting you back. You'd fall in love with him. Anyway, that's my 5 talking points today. The surrealism of this show, mixed with the mundanity of a white-walled office space, is something special, but this show has so many layers, and there are so many layers waiting to be explored. I would sit through like 50 seasons of this and spin-offs. But the good news is Ben Stiller confirmed that there is going to be a season 3, and it's not going to take as long as the jump between season 1 and season 2. Anyway, today is my first day in the office and I'm glad to know that I'm not going to be a drone operator. I best get back to work, but if you want to hear me talk some more, please give me a subscription. So please drop in the comments your thoughts, opinions and theories. I would love to hear them. And as always, bye everyone and praise Keir.